Good morning. Let us see energy quantization. In last lecture, we have calculated the equation of energy by using the particle in a one-dimensional box. Then we know that the equation, that is En, is equal to n square pi square h cross square divided by 2ml square. Now in this equation, En is the energy, where n is the integer having the values are n is equals to 1, 2, 3. Thus, the particle can change with a certain discrete energy values. Then we can write down the energy by putting the values of n, that is E1, E2 and E3, etc. Therefore, first of all we have to put here the values of h cross square, pi square and m and l. Here m is the mass of the particle, h cross is the reduced Planck's constant, then En is equal to n square is constant, pi square inside the bracket value of reduced Planck's constant is 1.054 into 10 to the power minus 34 bracket square divided by 2 into mass of the particle, that is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg multiplied by L, that is 10 to the power minus 10 bracket square. This is for the electron inside the box of a length 1 angstrom unit. What is L here? Already we know that L is the length and this length is 1 angstrom unit. And we know that 1 angstrom unit is equal to 10 to the power minus 10 meter. So that we can put here L is equal to 10 to the power minus 10 bracket square. Isn't it? Then after solving this, we will get here n square pi square into 3.603 into 10 to the power minus 17 joule. Now the joule energy can be converted it into n square into 3.603 into 10 to the power minus 17 joule. Here n is equal to integer and this is the energy in the form of joule, but we have to calculate the energy in terms of the electron volt. Then we can write down energy En is equal to n square into 3.603 into 10 to the power minus 17 divided by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, then that is equal to n square into 37.7 electron volt. Isn't it? This is the value. When we have to convert the joule into electron volt, we can divide by the term by 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19. Thus, energy of a particle in a box is directly proportional to the square of natural numbers n square. From this equation of energy, En is equal to n square into 37.7 electron volt. We have to write down this energy of the particle in a box is directly proportional to square of natural numbers, that is n square. Second point is inversely proportional to mass of the particle. And third point is inversely proportional to square of the length of the box. Now the function of energy E is psi. Then that is equal to a sine of under root of 2me divided by h cross square into x. Since the possible energy values are En is equal to n square pi square h cross square divided by 2ml square, isn't it? Now, substituting the value of En, we get the above equation psi n is equal to a sine of under root of 2m upon h cross square into value of En, that is n square pi square h cross square divided by 2ml square. Then this 2m and this 2m get cancelled, this h cross square and this h cross square get cancelled, and we can write down psi n is equal to a sine of under root of n square pi square divided by L square, n square pi square divided by L square into x. Here x is remaining into x. Then we have to write down under root of n square pi square upon L square values outside the under root. Psi n is equal to a sine of n pi x upon L, n pi x upon L, which is the eigenfunction corresponding to the energy eigenvalues E0. Suppose the particle is within the limit, x is equal to 0 to x is equal to L. Then x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L. Then integration of minus infinity to plus infinity mod of psi square dx is equal to 0 to L mod of psi n square into dx, isn't it? Here psi n is the single valued function of x and psi n, and d psi n are continuous, and it is integral of mod of psi n square over all the space. Then we can write down integration of 0 to L mod of psi n square dx is equal to a square integration of 0 to L sine square n pi x upon L into dx, that is equal to a square into L by 2, n square into a square into L by 2, because this value is, after taking the integration, this is equal to L by 2. Now, by normalizing condition, we know that the normalized condition of wave function minus infinity to plus infinity mod of psi n square dx is equal to 1. That is a square L by 2 is equal to 1. A square L by 2 is equal to 1, or A is equal to under root of 2 by L. A is equal to under root of 2 by L. Now, when A is equal to under root of 2 by L, then the above equation becomes which is the above equation? Psi n is equal to under root of 2 by L sine of n pi x upon L. Putting the values of n is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, the above equation is psi 1. N is equal to 1, so that psi 1 is equal to under root of 2 by L sine of pi x divided by L. Similarly, n is equal to 2, that is psi 2 is equal to under root of 2 by L sine of 2 pi x upon L. Psi 3 is equal to under root of 2 by L sine of 3 pi x upon L. Now here psi 1, psi 2 and psi 3 are called as the eigenfunctions for a particle in a box having length is L or width is L. Then the probability S is 0 at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L. Then the probability is equal to 0. Then we can draw this is the position at psi 1, this is the position at psi 2 and this is the position at psi 3. Psi 1, psi 2 and psi 3. Means here psi 1 is equal to under root of 2 by L sine of pi by L into x. Psi 2 is equal to under root of 2 by L sine of 2 pi upon L into x. Psi 3 is equal to under root of 2 by L sine of 3 pi by L into x. And it is minimum at x is equal to L by 2. It is minimum at x is equal to L by 2. In a second eigenfunction, psi 2 is equal to under root of 2 by L sine of 2 pi by L into x. Probability is 0 at x is equal to 0 and x is equal to L by 2 and x is equal to L. At the other points, the probability will change along the sine curve and hence this is the proof and the energy is quantized inside the box, hence the proof.